right, it's a true joy to be here. This one's called Wig Frastic. It's after Ellen Gallagher. Sometimes I want a built-in scalp that looks and feels like skin, a form of camouflage protection against sunburn and frostbite, horsehair that covers the nightmares and makes me feel civilized. Somebody slap a powdered wig on me so I can hammer a couple sentences like Louis XIV, small and bald as a boiled egg, making himself taller by means of a towering hairpiece resembling a Corinthian column, or maybe a skyscraping kid with no play wig worn by someone playing NWA at a penthouse party with no black people. We up in the club humming, hey mama, while our numb skull caps underscore the brain's captivity. Somebody slap me. Norman Mailer's essay, The White Negro, Superficial Reflections on the Hipster, never actually uses the word wigger. I'd rather say whack. It may be fruitful to consider me a philosophical psychopath. We club it in our wigs of pleas and longing. Ladies wear wigs of knots, knots of knots, would not, do not, cannot step to me. Wigs dipped in dye swirl on their scalps, off their scalps, side of scalps, their center parts and irrigated plaits. Flirty bangs dangle below a bow clip of sparkle. A lady places her bow about face to place her face in place, which is a placebo of place. Her face is a placebo. Let's wear ready-made wigs, custom-made wigs, hand-tied wigs, machine-made wigs. No Negro can saunter down a street with any real certainty that violence will not visit him, wrote Mailer. Bullets shout through the darkness. Dumb people are dangerous. Calamity pips come out of the woodwork and start to paddle their own canoes. This was the white dude's response to the death of Martin. Let's beat that apathy wig right off him. Let's get higher than God tonight, like the military wives of imperial Rome, smiling in the blonde and red-haired wigs cut from the scalps of enemy captives. Somebody slap me. We are awash in liquor, watching the coils curl, curls coil, coils coil, curls curl on the girls. Non-slip, polyurethane, superfine lace, Isis wigs, Cleopatra wigs, big booty Judy wigs, under the soft radar streak music of climax, singing, the men all pause when we walk into the room. The men all pause, animals. The men all fangles, the men all woof woofs, a little bit lost, lust, lustrous, trustless, restless as the rest of us. In my life, the wigs eat me. The wish to live a while in the mind of another human, it is not inhuman. The wish to slide for a while inside another human, it is not inhuman. If you like I like, you should wear a hairpiece. It is peace of mind, it is artistic, it is a lightweight lightness, comfortable wash and wear, virtually looking and feeling with virtually no side effects. Let me hear you say, this wig is terrific. A colored despair wig for your colored despair, an economic despair wig, a sexual despair wig, a wig for expressive despair, political despair, a movable halo. New and improved, your wig can be set upon the older wig, just as the older wig was set when it was newer upon the wig beneath it. Where's your wig? Where your wig at? Your wig is terrific. All right, and then this is the last one. How to Draw an Invisible Man. I figured, since I kind of think this is where Ralph Ellison was discovered. It's a poem for Ralph Ellison. How to Draw an Invisible Man. And then, when Ralph Ellison's corpse burst open, I discovered his body had been hoarding all these years a luscious slush, a sludge of arterial words, the raw and unsaid pages with their plots and propositions, with their arcs of intention and babbling, with their mumbling streams and false starts and their love and misanthropic thrust, tendons of syntax unraveled from his bones and intestinal cavities, the froth of singing, stinging, stinking ink, reams of script fraught with the demons, demagogues and demigods of democracy, demographies of vague landscapes, passages describing muddy river bottoms and elaborate protagonists crawling through foliage greener than money in America before America thought to release anyone from its dream. The waterlogged monologues, one who is unseen speaks, burst suddenly from Ralph Ellison's body, and because I mean to live transparently, I am here, bear with me, describing the contents, the fictions envisioned by Emerson and immigrants, the dogmas, Aboriginal progeny, scholastic recriminations, dementia, jubilee, hubris in Ralph Ellison, Duke Ellington's shadow, a paragraph on the feathered headdress of Marcus Garvey. Some of it was pornography. Some of it alluded to Negroes who believe educating black kids means teaching them to help white people feel comfortable. Some of it outlined the perks of invisibility, how we are obliged to eschew the zoo, the farm animals. It had something to do with captivity, flayed in the clinical light. The notes printed on the underside of his flesh were reversed, but readable, mirrored in the metal of the medical table. And I wanted to print it all properly in a posthumous book in the name of prosperity and proof the genius we believed he'd wasted had been waiting all these years for a simple death sentence to break free. Thank you.